Welcome back. So in this very video, we will be taking up question number 21 to question number 25 of chemistry 11th class NCERT back exercise, chapter number 2, that is atomic structure, that is structure of atom. All right, so let us now move into the questions. Question number 21. So let us see what is the statement for question number 21. So question number 21 says the mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kg. So mass of electron has been given to us. 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kg. We have been given the kinetic energy also. So kinetic energy is equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to the power minus 25 joule. Calculate its wavelength. We need to find out what will be the wavelength of the wave which is associated with the moving electron. All right. Now for that we will be using de Broglie relationship. De Broglie relationship. So lambda is equal to h upon mv. So this will be equal to 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second upon mass has been given 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 into V we need to put here. So from where we can get the V? We can get from kinetic energy. So half mv square, it is equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to the power minus 25 joule. So V will be equal to, V square will be equal to 3.0 into 10 raised to the power minus 25 upon mass of electron, that is 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 kg. This is joule into 2. It will be equal to 6 divided by 9.1. 6 divided by 9.1, it will be equal to 0.6593 multiplied by 10 raised to the power. So when we take minus 31 in the numerator, it will become plus 31. So 31 minus 25, 6. So 10 raised to the power 6 meter square per second square. So V will be equal to root of this value 0.6593 into 10 raised to the power 6 meter square per second square. So it will come out to be equal to root of 0.6593. It is equal to 0.812 into 10 raised to the power 3 meter per second, or we can say it is equal to 812 meter per second. All right, so just put the value here in this equation. So lambda will be equal to 6.63 into 10 raised to the power minus 34 joule second upon 9.1 into 10 raised to the power minus 31 multiplied by 812 meter per second. So this is in kg. So it will be equal to 6.63 divided by 9.1 divided by 812. It is coming out to be equal to 0.000892 into 10 raised to the power. So when we take 31 minus 31 in the numerator, it will become plus 31. So the power will be minus 3. Minus 34 plus 31 minus 3. So this will be the answer. So you just can write it in the scientific notation 8.972 into 10 raised to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are moving to the right hand side. It will be subtracted. So minus 7 meters. So this will be the answer. All right. Okay, so let us now move into question number 22 and see what is the statement for it and what we need to find out. Question number 22 is, we need to tell which of the following are isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species means the species which have same number of electrons. So we have been given ions and one atom is also there, and we need to find out of these which of the various species will be isoelectronic to each other, that is they will be having same number of electrons. Okay, so Na positive, K positive, Mg2 positive, Ga2 positive, S2 negative, and argon. These have been given. All right. So sodium, what is the atomic number of sodium? It is 11. That is, if we consider sodium, it is having 11 electrons. Now, when we remove one electron from it, it will be having only 10 electrons. Okay. Now, the atomic number of potassium is 19. That is, it will be having 19 electrons in it. So, because one has been removed, it is 18 electrons. Similarly, if we see magnesium, it is having atomic number 12. This means it is having 12 electrons in it, but 2 have been removed. So it will carry 10 electrons. Now, these two are isoelectronic. So I will not be giving you the solution to this simple question, the total solution. I have told you what is an isoelectronic species. Even in the question itself, it is written that is the species which are having same number of electrons. Okay, so by now I think you must be knowing what is the atomic number and how we write the atomic number is equal to number of electrons. So here atomic number 11. So one electron has been removed, 10 electrons left. So these two will be called the isoelectronic species because Na positive and magnesium 2 positive, they are having same number of electrons. All right. Now for these, you need to find out whether these are all isoelectronic or two are isoelectronic or two are isoelectronic pairs in pairs, or all the four are isoelectronic to each other. You need to find out and write in the comment section below. Okay, so whether they are all isoelectronic or they are not all isoelectronic, but they are in pairs isoelectronic, just like we have got this pair as the isoelectronic species. All right, so let us now move into question number 23. Question number 23 is write the electronic configurations of the following ions. We have been given ions and we need to find out what will write the electronic configuration. So one is hydride ion, H negative. Okay. Now if we have hydrogen atom, its atomic number is 1. It is having only one electron. The electronic configuration is 1s1. Okay. Now one additional electron is there. That is why it is having a negative charge. So for this, electronic configuration will be 1s2. Okay. Then next is Na positive. Na positive. Now, if we consider sodium, its electronic configuration, now its atomic number is 11. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Now, because it is having a positive charge, this means the outermost electron has been removed. So this will not be there. So the electronic configuration of Na positive will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. Okay. Then the next one is O2 negative. So for oxygen, what is the atomic number? It is 8. So it will be having 8 electrons, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So it is having 8 electrons. Now when it is O2 negative, 2 additional electrons will be there. So 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, or you can write the open configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2px2, 2py2, 2pz2. Okay, so last one is F negative. For that you will be writing it yourself. Okay, for fluorine, just see what is the atomic number. I think you must be knowing what is the atomic number of fluorine, and you need to write if an additional electron is given to fluorine, that is, it is converted into fluoride ion, what will be the electronic configuration? All right, let us now move into question number 24. The statement for question number 24 is, what is the, no, it is not question number 24, it is question number 23 itself, this second part of question number 23. What are the atomic numbers of elements whose outermost electrons are represented by? Okay, the outermost electronic configuration of 3 elements has been given, and we need to find out what will be the atomic numbers of those 3 elements. All right, so first one is 3s1, second one is 2p3, third one is 3p5. Okay, so the sequence of electronic configuration we know. Now, when the outermost electronic configuration is 3s1, So we just can write all the previous configuration. This is the way I am telling you how to solve it. I can directly tell you that this is 3s1. This means it will be sodium atom. But for you, I'm making it simple. So 2px2, 2py2, 2pz2. Now after 2pz, there is filling of 3s orbitals. So here it is 3s1. Now you can just count the number of electrons in this configuration: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 11. So 11 is the atomic number. So it is sodium. All right. Then 2p3 is there. For that, you can write the previous electronic configuration: 1s2, 2s2, 2p3, 2, 4, 7. 7 electrons means nitrogen. So its atomic number is 7. Okay. Then for this, you can just write it. So before 3p orbital, which are the all orbitals that are filled? Okay, then plus 3p5. Okay, so it will be 17. You can write it and then find how it becomes 17. It will be for chlorine atom. All right, now let us move into the third part of this very question. Third part says that we have been given the electronic configurations and we need to find what will be the atoms corresponding to this electronic configuration. So helium 2s1. So it is 1s2 for helium. It is 1s2. Noble gas configuration is there, 2s1. So total number of electrons is 3. So atomic number is 3. It is for lithium. All right. Then second is neon. Then 3s2, 3p3. So for neon, the atomic number is 10. So 10 electrons have been filled and 5 more. 15. So 15 is for phosphorus. Okay, so the atomic number is 15. So I think we needed to tell what is the atom. So atom will be of phosphorus. Okay, so for next one, you will be writing it yourself. It is argon 4s2 3d1. 4s2 3d1. For this, you will be writing it yourself in your notes. And if you're not able to write, you just can tell me in the comment section below. I will tell you the answer. Okay. You will be able to write it. Okay. So let us now move into the next question. So if you're getting the clarity of the concepts, just like this video and subscribe to the channel so that you can get the notifications of the future videos, because I will keep uploading with solutions of questions. And do share this with your fellow friends, okay, so that they can also get help. They can also get the clarity of the concepts and solve the questions easily. All right, so now let us move into question number 24. Question number 24, what is the lowest value of n? Okay, we need to find out lowest value of n. For what we need to find it out? That allows g orbitals to exist. Lowest value of n that allows g orbitals to exist. Now we have s, p, d, f, then g. Okay, so s, p, d, f, g. Now for this, the value for L is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the value of L varies from 0 to n minus 1. So 0 to n minus 1. So from this, we can say that n minus 1 is equal to 4. For g orbital, n minus 1 is equal to 4. Therefore, n will be equal to 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. So n is equal to, when n, this is the lowest value of n, which will allow the g orbital to exist. All right, let us now move into the next question. Okay, this was a short question. It is not having any kind of parts to it. So let us now move into question number 25. An electron is in one of the 3d orbitals. Okay, the electron is in one of the 3d orbitals. Give the possible values of NL and ML for this electron. The electron is in 3d orbital. We need to give the possible values of N, L, and ML for only for this orbital 3d. So N, it is very clearly written that it is the third principal energy level. So n is equal to 3. So when n is equal to 3, L can be equal to, it is 0 to n minus 1. So L will be equal to 0, 1 and 2. Okay, now it is SPD. Now we are only talking about the d orbital. So we will consider only L equal to 2. And for that we will write the values for ML. So values for ML are equal to minus L, 2 plus L, including 0. Including 0. So ML will be equal to minus 2 minus 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2. So this will be the value for ML. Hope this much is clear to you. So just do a lot of practice, keep writing the electronic configurations of orbitals. It is all about of the various elements. Okay. So should I tell you something, that it is all about practicing. If you feel that you were not able to do these questions and you were not able to understand it, you need to have the deep understanding of the electronic configurations. Only then you will be able to solve this question, these kind of questions. All right. So do the electronic configuration first. And if you want to learn from me, you can just drop a message on my Facebook Messenger. The link to my Facebook profile I have given under the description of this very video. All right, you can just go there and you can drop a message to me, and I will be reverting back and I will be telling you how we can proceed further. Okay, so I'm here to help you because I have an experience of more than 8 years now, and I know where the students, they feel stuck. You know what? When the students, they come to me in 12th standard, they do not know how to write the electronic configurations. I first take them to the 11th class and then I proceed further. Okay. Same is the case when they are, they feel stuck in the organic chemistry. They feel that it is horrible, but actually telling you organic chemistry is very, very simple, very simple. And first I just make their basic concepts right. Afterwards, I put them into solving questions. And if you too want to get that kind of clarity, you just can drop a message on my Facebook Messenger and I will be connecting with you. So I will see you now in the next video with the next 5 solutions to the questions of back exercise, 2nd chapter, chemistry, 11th class, structure of atom. All right. See you there.